Hi, it's Christy with Stott Pilates, and we're here for the warm-up. We're going to start in the seated position, and just remembering as we're going into warm-up, trying to recall all your 5 basic principles. We're going to be doing gentle range of motion of the spine as a priority during warm-up, and then also working on stabilizing the spine while the limbs are moving. Conversely, also working on some very specific sequential movement of the spine from head to tail or tail to head. We're going to start with head to tail here. Sitting up nice and tall up on your sits bones, getting a natural curves of the spine, lifting up through pelvic floor, pulling your lower abdominal wall in. Let's take a breath in through the nose. Breath out as we do a little chin nod, and we roll down sequentially through the head, neck, mid-back, low back down to the pelvis, hands slide down the legs. Stay at the bottom. Big breath in. Breath out as we roll up. Again, breath in, breath out as we do a little nod, and again, sequential movement down the spine, hands slide down the legs, pelvic floor is lifting, lower abdominals are in. Big breath in, breath out as we roll up. One more time. Big breath in, little nod, and breath out as we roll down. Big breath in at the bottom, breath out as we roll up. All right, let's go ahead and go back down onto our back just for a moment. Flattening your low back, finding, flattening and extending it, finding that middle position, just feeling that neutral, pulling pelvic floor up and flattening the lower abdominal wall. Just feel that stabilization. We're going to roll onto our side actually, and we're going to be working now on some rotation of the spine. You're going to need a little towel pad like I have here rolled, or a yoga block or a small pillow to support your head. We want to get the head in line with the spine. Hips and knees bent but not in fetal position. Nice neutral curves of the back. Hands together out in front of you. Stabilizing from bottom up. Lift up through pelvic floor, flatten your lower abs. That'll support your spine better and the pelvis. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and pull your scapula lightly together to connect. Lengthen the neck. Breath in as we reach for the ceiling. Breath out as we let the arm drop back. Spine is rotating. Head stays in line with spine, so head is sort of over the breastbone versus overly rotated like I am right now. Be careful with that throughout the exercise. Big breath in here. Breath out as we use the abdominals to pull out of rotation and the hand back to the other hand. Breath in, reach for the ceiling. Breath out, reach back. Big breath in. Breath out as we come back to start position. One more time on this side. Breath in, reach for the ceiling. Breath out, reach back for that nice chest, shoulder, and spine stretch. Big breath in. Breath out as we come back to start. You can go ahead and turn over to your other side. I'll be flipping around so I can keep looking at you. And we're going to start on the other side. So hips and knees bent, neutral spine. Use your principles to stabilize. Breath in as we reach for the ceiling. Breath out as we reach back. Big breath in. Breath out as we derotate and bring that hand back to start position. Breath in, reach for the ceiling. Breath out as we reach back, rotating, nice shoulder and chest stretch. Breath in. Breath out as we come back to start. One more on this side. Breath in, reach for the ceiling. Breath out, reach back. Big breath in. Breath out as we come back. Continuing now to roll toward your front side onto hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips, knees hip width apart. Finding your neutral position, you might want to use a mirror. It helps to see it as well as feel it. So going into extension and flexing up, finding that mid position with low back, that gives you the base to kind of get your whole spine situated. Also, dropping those shoulders away from the ears, pulling your scapula lightly together, lengthen the neck. We're going into cat and we're going to work from the tail up. Breath in, breath out, drop your tail, let the low back start to flex, then mid back, shoulders, neck, and head. Big, full hissing cat position. Breath in, breath out as we let the tail lead to come back to neutral. Again, breath in, tail drops. We get flexion low back, mid back, shoulders, neck and head. Stop here for a moment. Lift up through pelvic floor and pull those lower abs in very intentionally here. Feel that stretch through your low back. Big breath into lateral ribs and back. Breath out, tail lifts, and we neutralize from the bottom to the top. One more time, breath in. Breath out, tail drops. So here we go back up into that big cat stretch. Oh, that feels good. Big breath in. Breath out as we let the tail lead us back to neutral. Very good. We're going to go now back onto our back. We're going to be repeating flexing up or flexing the spine, but now we'll be lifting as we go up into a bridge, adding load to further warm our spine up. Get into your neutral position. Lengthen out your spine here on the mat. Find that low back position. Support from the bottom up with pelvic floor and lower abdominals. Connect the ribs, shoulders down. Nice long neck, breath in. Flatten the low back. We're going into a hip roll. You'll feel your tail lift. Now you're going to peel yourself up off that mat, up into full bridge. Stop for a moment in the bridge. That pelvic floor and lower abs are supporting your pelvis and low back so that you don't overarch your back. Go ahead and press the hips toward the ceiling. Feel the stretch there and through the thighs for a nice front body stretch. Big breath in here. Breath out as we paste ourselves back down to our neutral position. Breath in. Flatten your back, hips lift. Peel yourself up sequentially up onto those shoulders. Glutes are contracting now. Big breath in. Breath out as we come down. Try to touch each vertebra as you come down and then back into neutral. One more time. Breath out. Flatten the low back and let the tail lift. And here we peel on up. One more time. Up at the top, nice glute squeeze, pressing the hips up. Front body stretch. Big breath in. Breath out as we paste ourselves back down. Very nice. We're going to do one last thing for warm-up that focuses more on ribcage stabilization and mobility of your shoulders with arm circles. Find your neutral, stabilize from the bottom up. Connect the ribs down toward the pelvis. That's really a big focus here. Take a breath in, reach for the ceiling. Breathe out as you reach overhead. Hang on to those ribs. Don't let them pop up. Circle around like angels in the snow. I'm running into the wall here a little bit, but you don't have to do that. Breath in as we reach for the ceiling. Breath out as we circle around. Hang on to your abdominals and ribs. Arms circle back. One more time. Breath in, reach for the ceiling. Breath out as we circle around. Lovely. All right. So that is the basic warm-up. And next we move into the abdominal series. So I'll see you there.